Okay, I guess.
Yeah, what's yours look like here? Stand back right on over there. We're live right now on mine, by the way. Yeah.
Into the mirror, though. Right?
We're live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It would be weird. I'd almost have to like get right up here.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna go over here.
Killing me. I'm shaking.
I'm shaking this way.
Beer with us while we figure out where we're gonna put these things.
Oh, you're on the
No, let me do
Jim, give her a hug.
Right here, bro.
I'm like shaking.
Hey, don't worry about
This
it.
looks great.
That's all right.
This looks great.
Just put on Megan. That'll take the attention.
Yeah. What about just right back here, Newman?
No, this is great right here.
Maggie says this is the
Let's do that.
best.
Then. Let's just do that. This isn't. We're not.
And then we're right on here.
This is looking
Hello
good.
to you
You
early
guys are doing
viewers
a
on
great job with
Facebook.
your tripod.
Like here, follow track me over here.
She's like, I'm gonna
Oh, there's. Okay, we got. Oh, right here would be good. Yeah, perfect. Right there, just like that. Okay, let's do that then. Okay.
So for you
Mags
early
is-
viewers that are on here, say something.
Mags is gonna be okay. So get it.
Share
so
the
there's-
stream. Maggie's
there's
man in the
Aaron.
camera.
And then lighting's okay. So here we go. Kim Fronek, and we're gonna go live right now. We're live on Jim's. There it is. We live on Facebook. Let me put this down a little bit. Okay, good stuff. So check it out. Here we are. We're live at Livin the Dream. It's a modern barber shop. It's right across the street from Big Lots in Bradley. You gotta come check it out. This is Kim Fronek, and you might recognize who hair she's cut. Aaron Saffer is here. He might have DJ'd one of your events. I see him every day picking up a little girl from school, but he's a big-time DJ in town, so we'll talk to Aaron as well. Get some words with Kim as to get some more. We're getting everything set up here. We're Facebook Live, so we don't exactly set this up. And we're going to get some words with Kim as to how she started this. She's got a little niche that not a lot of people in town have. We're going to talk about that, get some words with her customers and some other people that we run into inside of here at Livin the Dream. So come check it out when you're driving by. Kim, let's talk about this. So this is your place, Livin the Dream. Let's talk about how the seed got planted to open up Livin the Dream. What gave you the idea to open up Livin the Dream?
I worked at a corporate salon. I will not name names.
No names here.
But I was just kind of over everything, all the dramatics that go along with, all the different age stylists.
I'm just going to put the camera on. Maybe get a better sound if
Yeah.
you're not talking to the camera, she's busy.
Changing it
We're
up.
getting her in action. A lot of times we get owners of the businesses while they have time to actually talk, but we're catching her in action because she was so confident about doing this today. She goes, you know what, I'm just going to be myself and get on camera, so come check me out when I'm with the client. So let's talk, you were corporate at first.
Yes, and I couldn't handle it anymore, and
What couldn't you handle about it?
the drama.
The drama.
The drama.
Yeah.
I loved everything about it. I loved where I worked, but it was just too much.
Yeah, so you wanted to get rid of the drama, so you said, you know what, I'm going to start my own show, do my own thing, be my own boss.
Yep.
And so Livin the Dream. So how'd you come up with that name, Livin the Dream?
Well, people always ask you how your day's going, and you say, living the dream, So
Yeah?
it kind of stemmed off of that, and then I had this realization of why not let everybody
Live their own dream.
live a piece of their own dream, for half the price, so that it costs to actually run a business.
So stylists actually come in here and they rent space from you, but it's their own business.
Yes, they get their own business license, and they make their own hours, and they can actually bring their kids in if they want to, everything.
Okay, isn't that pretty much it? Do all hair salons do that? Don't they just rent spaces out, or what's different between you and everybody else? You just give everybody the luxury of having their own, they can call it what they want to call it themselves, but they're inside of Livin the Dream. And we'll get you guys some insight on how that goes about here in a few minutes too. Go ahead, Jim, take it away.
Well, one of the questions I always like to ask anyone, because organizing a business or even a group of independent people that operate under the same business can be a pretty big task to do. And for you, Kim, what's kind of like the day-to-day for having a salon or a modern barber shop?
I mean, it's pretty relaxed. That
It
is
is.
my goal. I don't want to come to work and be like, I have to go to work today. I'm
Pretty
happy
nice
to come in,
mangles.
even if I'm sitting here doing nothing, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
I really don't have the stress of what most people go through every day.
And I get a lot from a lot of business owners. You know, you mentioned the stress, and you get to come here and have a great time, and you have other people here. How were you able to find some of the other people that were looking to do some of the same things you were doing?
I stole them from where I was working prior. I'm not gonna lie.
Is this going to be part of words of wisdom at the end of the segment when we talk? Take the talent.
Like, you know, you kind of have people who are on the same page as you as far as not wanting to be somewhere and dreading going in every day.
Yeah, and was that something that, for you, was that something easily to attain? Was getting everybody on the same page and vision of what you wanted to do under this one roof?
Either way, it was happening.
Either way, it was happening.
It was
Either
going to
way,
take
it was
place.
happening.
So I know Mike might have a question too, but a quick follow-up of that is, you know, how did you make that decision? It seems like with a lot of the people that follow our show are either people that are already in their own business that have taken that risk or taken that leap. And then we also have a segment of viewers that are really just wanting to be in this position that you're describing here. Is, you know, when did you make that mental decision of where it was going to happen no matter what?
As soon as I seen this place, it was for rent, and I walked through it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
What?
I mean, it was ideally what I wanted. Everybody has their own space. It's not a row of stylists and in, out, in, out, in, out constantly.
Great
It's,
location.
well, yeah, the location. I mean, you can't beat it.
Well, plus the name itself is an attention getter. I've driven by here, and just to see the words, and we're going to we'll give you guys a tour as to what it looks like throughout here, and we'll take you to see what the front of the building looks like. It just looks attractive. And I'll show you that in a little bit here as well. Kim, is this your first business venture?
Yes.
On your own?
Yes.
Okay, now I was going to ask you how you settled on this particular location, because it is pretty centrally located, I believe. It's on a main road. And this building you said was just the way you didn't have to do any build out yourself or nothing. It looked
Nope.
exactly how it looked, so it didn't really cost too much to move right in.
Right.
Move right in and start going to town.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Cleaning, painting, simple things. You know, it was. I mean, look at it. I have great view.
Yeah.
I have Perry Farm across the street. I mean,
Right.
it was just ideal. And, you know, when they say that what's supposed to happen happens, and it happens for a reason, this is it.
Well, plus the
You know?
timing of it all happened the way it did, because you're ready to get out anyway. And so you didn't really plan this. It just kind of,
No.
everything just kind
It
of
fell
came
in my
together.
lap. Yeah.
Everything just came together, and you were kind of backed into a corner. You wanted some kind of a change, and this was
Well, yeah,
up for rent at the right
I was
time.
even looking just a career change in general.
You were
Yeah.
a career change, meaning you weren't going to be doing this at all anymore.
Nope. And then I drove past a couple of times and seen it was for rent, and I go, you know what? Might as well make that phone call. Why not? So I
Okay.
did, and it was the best step I've ever taken in my whole life.
I would imagine so, and I know we don't want to get into names here, but and there's some obvious
You
differences.
guys probably know where I come from.
Yeah, I don't yet, but there's some obvious differences between working for yourself and working for a huge corporation.
Yes.
What would you say the biggest change has been thus far?
The relaxation,
Okay.
the not taking it home to my family and taking all the stress of my day out on them.
Plus, you're in more control of how your own corporation works. And you're in control of how everything goes, and you write the book, and it's always easier when it goes according to your plan. Take it away, Jim.
Well, yeah, and let's keep on that if you don't mind, Kim. Question, because a lot of the people that, we mentioned taking the leap and then going from the corporate ways to your own way, and you mentioned the term relaxed. Do you see it being a challenge for other professionals that are in your type of industry? As you know, I have a business that's around beauty and spa, and we have independent therapists as well. How do you overcome the beginning of leaving a corporate job that's a steady flow of income to something that's basically dictated on your own actions? And I see that fear in itself has kept people away from making that jump.
Oh yeah, it's a huge transition.
Good question.
I mean, it's
Hey, Jill.
your steady income of $40,000-$50,000 a year goes down dramatically. But if you're doing what you love, then I mean, it's priceless. I mean, it sounds cliche, but it really is.
Well, and the follow-up to that
Dream.
is that happens regardless when you get into this business. From everyone I've talked about, typically in the very beginning, how do you get through the first couple months of building up that book with the people that have come to work with you?
I was lucky because there was a a barbershop here prior to me.
Oh.
So I had a steady flow of their past clientele coming in here. So again, I was pretty lucky as far as that aspect goes. But I mean, you learn to live inside your means, and if you want it to work, you make it work.
Live inside of your means. So this was already a hair salon barbershop to begin with, so you don't have to do much to change it. So you changed the name then, right? And that's pretty much it?
Yes.
Okay, I like that name. I drive by this place many times, and I love that catchy name.
Why don't you come get a haircut?
I will.
Yeah, ours will be quick and easy, very
I
quick.
know the ball book these days. So this is one of your clients, Aaron Saffer, big time DJ in town. Aaron, how long have you been coming here to Kim for?
I've been here on and off for,
Well, I've been here for
What feels like his
yeah,
first
I've been
time?
here for about 3 years. I started with another stylist that she had here, who was awesome.
Looking sharp on you. When you first came in here today,
I
man, you
know.
were looking scruffy.
Yeah.
Now you're looking nice and sharp. Woo!
They say you can't polish a turd, right? No, but either. I mean, I've had multiple stylists here before do my hair, and I've been happy with every single one of them. So.
Yes. Good stuff. So you got a DJ service in town. Let's give you a big shout out real quick before we take a tour.
Yeah.
What's the name of your service and who do you provide services for?
Hybrid DJ service, do everything from corporate to weddings, parties, anything.
Yeah, you
And
daddy-daughter dance.
Yeah,
That was
Daddy
it?
Daughter
Yeah,
Dance
right.
we
I see
were
you
at,
there.
so that was
Okay, how can people contact you if they want to DJ for them?
Facebook.com/Hybrid DJ service. Pretty much Hybrid DJ, any other Instagram, Twitter.
Okay.
And then, of course, you look online, we're all over online. So, but Facebook's normally the quickest way to get through to us.
Good stuff, good stuff. You want to do a tour and then...
Yeah, let's get a quick recap real quick. So you guys that are on our Facebook live streams, if you guys are just joining us on the live viewing, I don't know what camera to look at right here.
Boom.
So far, to give you a quick
Back it up.
recap, me and Mike, we've gotten the pleasure to sit here and talk with Kim, the owner of Livin the Dream, right here on Kennedy, right across from Big Lots in Bradley.
If you're shopping at Big Lots, come over here for a haircut.
Definitely check it out. We're going to tour this place here real
Big
quick
time
before
tour.
we get into words of wisdom from Kim. You've already heard about some of the differences you'd see in this business than maybe your corporate business. There's a team of people here that share the same vision of living their dream about doing the profession and the skill that they all are great at, which we're going to meet a few of them as we walk through the tour. And then who helped set this interview up here, Aaron Saffer, the owner of Hyper DJs. Who's ever on the live stream, if you could put in his link, hyperdjservice.com. And he'll tag himself on here too. So if you guys want to connect and get him with his services, we're going to be actually at an event at Kia, the dealership in Bourbonnais, right?
Yeah, at the Bradley Auto Complex tomorrow from 4:30 to 6:30.
Tomorrow, 4:30 to 6:30, trunk or treat, bring your kids, support local business.
Check it out.
And have your kids go through and trick or treat out of the trunk. So let's get into this tour here.
Let's get into a tour real quick. All right,
Tour
so
guide Mike Neumann.
everybody's got their own businesses in here. So the name of this business inside of Livin the Dream is called Man Up. It's got Barney Pfeiffer on there, but the name of the business is Man Up. And this is the owner of Man Up. So let's talk about this.
Hi.
What's your name?
Megan Benoit.
And how? So did you know Kim before you started this?
I did. She was my manager at the corporate business that
Yeah.
I worked at.
So you kind of had an opportunity, and you're like, you know what, that sounds kind of good.
Yes.
And it suits my needs, and it's the right timing for me. So it didn't really take you too long to make your mind up, did it?
Right.
Okay.
It was probably about a couple of weeks that I just
That's
decided
it?
to take the leap.
Wow.
I said, I'm going to try it.
Okay, so like she was saying, it's probably a lot less stressful because you're on your own now. You make your own hours, do your own thing. I would say that's the biggest benefit of being on your own here now.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do you think one of the biggest changes were coming into the Livin the Dream?
Well, you guys helped me.
And
The freedom,
the
I
freedom,
guess.
yes.
It's hard to come to work, especially when you're starting off.
Yeah,
The flow of people's not as great as it should be, but you just got to keep going.
gotta
You
stay
just gotta
consistent.
When people aren't coming in, you still got to stay here because you never know when someone's gonna walk through that door. So.
Yeah, tell me about it. I think about that every single day.
Yep.
Go ahead, Jim.
So, just to keep on that same path there is, how long did that take until you felt comfortable in the process? Because really it's, the process of this, although you guys are very unique, barbershops have been around for forever. So how long did it take for you to feel confident in that this is going to work out?
I would say 1.5 years.
Okay.
Granted, we had people following us from the previous place, and also, as Kim said, we had people from here, from Parker's Barbershop that it used to be, coming in. So so it helped with building more clientele. So
And how long was Parker's around, do you know?
17 years.
17
17 years.
Yeah.
Can I just reiterate that? Because I think, at least I know some of my audience and the people that work with us, it is really that time that it takes that most people nowadays, with social media and the way that knowledge is available, people think they can get rich overnight and build a book of business almost immediately because of social media and these things, but it's not the case.
No.
And you said, just to recap, a year and a half before you really felt confident in the process, that was really had already been built for 17 years.
Right.
And I just think that's interesting, and good job. I don't know if enough people tell you congratulations, because that in itself, to get through that hard piece,
Yeah.
there's a small percentage that do. So congrats, that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is basically a business inside of a business, unlike most, where a lot of salons, the stylists
Awesome.
just rent their own little desk or whatever, right? And now you got your own business inside of Livin the Dream. So that's what they say. You're living your dream by renting your own space inside of Livin the Dream. So there's more back here.
Yep.
Megan, we're going to check out the house. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Facebook Live. Oh boy, we got another one back here, Jim. Hope you don't mind our Facebook.
Bam.
We got a business inside of a business here. What's the name of your business?
Ooh, what's up, girls?
Hi,
What do you call your business?
my name is Candace. I'm
Yeah,
here
you're
to buy
Candace.
candy.
Hey, Candy.
Okay, we like candy.
Me too.
And so you got a business inside of Livin the Dream here. Did you know Kim before you started?
Mutual friend.
Good. Yeah.
I graduated from hair school in May of this year, and I
Okay.
was looking for a chair to rent, and a
Nice.
mutual friend set me up with Kim.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
Now, so we just got out of Man Up. Do you have a name for your business in here, or you just kind of
I just go by Hair by Candy.
Hair by Candy? Okay, good. We'll come check out Hair by Candy, and here's Candy herself, and she's getting it done here at Livin the Dream.
Thanks. Hey, Candy, we got an audience of people that watch this. Is there a way that someone could get in touch with you or see the services that you provide? Is there a...
Sure is. You can call me at 815-519-0313, or you can find me on Facebook at Hair by Candy, or you can find me on my personal page, Candace with an I.
Awesome.
My last name is Cruz.
Candy Cruz.
And-
It's got a ring to it.
Yeah.
So a few years ago, you didn't know you'd be a hairstylist, did you?
No idea.
You just kind of fell into it, or what made you get involved? What made you want to go to school for it?
Well, I've been doing hair all of my life.
Yeah.
I've been my family's hairdresser.
Okay.
I
got a
just
niche
got
for it.
tired of swiping the time clock and
Yeah.
quit my job, withdrew my 401k, decided to go to hair school, and
Yep.
fed me and my 4 children off of a 401k.
Nice.
Uh,
Because you've seen the light at the end of the tunnel, you knew what life had in store for you if you were to finish and
Correct.
follow through.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now here you are, living the dream.
yeah, when
That's
my
how
money
it's done.
ran out, I had clientele.
Nice. It was a perfect deal. It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's
come check out
awesome.
Candy.
Congratulations, too. That's awesome. Thanks again.
So let's go outside and I want to show them. I like the front of this building.
There's
a
Maggie.
lot. So
Camera hand.
there's more through here. Is there anybody else back there?
No.
There's a guy with a camera and a tripod. That's a mirror. Sorry. I thought they were doing another show with us in here.
Go out here, check out the front.
I'm gonna get
Come back. We're gonna get back to words of wisdom, Kim. Okay, so we're out here. So if you're shopping at Big Lots,
We're talking about the location being awesome out here.
it's a good location.
And you can see the traffic. Get attention. Money follows attention, and that's the first part you want to make sure that you're getting when you're getting into a business is you want to have as much attention as possible. And this is a great way to do it is by having a location with all these cars. So, and you see this just on the corner of Broadway here. In Kennedy, they call this. Route 45 for you guys, maybe out of town. But right in the front, we'll see Livin the Dream. They're decked out for their scarecrow. I think, the place, the language they use, the values, the morals, really everything about this place speaks to its name. And again, you just see the people that are working in this business, how great they feel. Working together, really doing the same thing under a shared vision, but under their own terms with their own things that they offer. Just really cool to see. Me and Mike are going to go in and get the words of wisdom.
Yep.
You see right when you walk into this
All right,
place,
so every time-
very
this is
inviting.
episode 18. Live with Mike and Jim. So we always get a words of wisdom. So you've been a business owner here, and it's hard enough to get past that first year, let alone 3 years. So let's give some words of wisdom to some people that are thinking about going up on their own and running their own business. What are your words of wisdom for people that are watching right now?
Don't let the fear subside your goal.
Don't let the fear subside your goal. You might be afraid to pull the trigger and actually do it,
Absolutely.
but you got to jump in with the sharks and make corrections on the go.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Can't tell you how many times I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? I can't do this, especially when I was coming to sign the lease. I was like, no.
Better to try and fail than to not try at all.
And everyone's like, you know what? You're never going to know unless you actually do it.
You're
Put
not.
that foot through the door and
Yeah, you don't want to go through life knowing what could have happened or wondering what could have happened. And if you fail, at least you know what could have happened. But you're not failing. You're going strong here.
Yep, we're surviving.
What do you think, Jim? You got something else?
Man, no, I think that wraps it up pretty good as far as good words of wisdom. I think the team here is great. Kim, you've been great. Aaron, you've been great.
You've been real great, Aaron.
Thank you.
I don't know if this is a compliment. I mean, I think you look a lot better cleaned up now than when you were walking
I've
in
been a model
here.
before.
You have?
Yeah.
Let me know.
These
All right.
cheekbones.
What's up, John
how could you
Nickerson?
not?
Thanks for Johnny Nickerson watching all the way from
It
Washington.
was a lot darker the last time I was a model.
Yeah.
Like no
All right.
light at all.
Good
Well,
stuff.
thanks again, guys. Appreciate you being on our live
We're gonna
stream.
wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Got more coming your way. Stay tuned.